Good evening, Tracy Luciani-Price from Price Team Mortgages with the next in our series, Mortgage Myth number 7, and that is I will never own a home. Or people are telling you, you will never own a home. So I just came back from a conference of top mortgage brokers in the US, in LA. And I've been meeting with this group of top tier mortgage brokers for probably 5 or 6 years. And this is the first time this topic has ever come up. And so I realized that I really need to bring this up with you. So mortgage myth number 7 is I will never, ever own a home. Now, I have helped literally thousands of people, many of whom believed that they would never own a home. They had a spark, maybe to find out where they stand. Maybe their parents encouraged them, maybe friends, maybe they needed to move out of their parents' basement. A myriad of reasons why they decided to maybe explore how they could get into home ownership. There's a lot of fear attached to that as well, because anytime we do something that's out of our comfort zone, we feel a little bit of anxiety and fear. So the group of us got together and we started to really dive deep into manifestation. And it's kind of funny that I'm even talking about this because this is something I've practiced my whole life. But now it's come to the fore and people are actually talking about it, about how to create a life, how to create a life that you really want. And if you feel stuck, if you're in the basement of an apartment, you're in an apartment that you hate, you don't think there's a chance that you'll ever own a home, you start manifesting it. And how you do this is you basically either pray to God, number one, if you believe in God, or you pray to the universe. But the biggest thing is you start meditating. And if you start meditating and start seeing yourself in the future in a home, lo and behold, you get a home. And you start with someone like myself who also believes that you will be in a home. Somehow God, the universe, whatever, conspires, moves things around, and all of a sudden, guess what? You're looking for a home, you're finding that home of your dreams, and you're actually in a home, and you've been thinking about it for a year. I had an 80-year-old man who him and his wife had gone into renting after when they hit 70 years old. And he came and he said, I don't want to rent anymore. I want to be in my own house. I want my own garden. I want to be able to hang my pictures and feel like it's my own. He was 80 years old and he got his own home. I've had people with poor credit and they also felt bad about themselves. I believed in them. They believed in the power of believing, and thousands of them, literally thousands of people who had poor credit have been able to get into their own homes and establish a life. So one of the people that we were encouraged to read and look at YouTube's, which really did change my life over the weekend, was Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he is an amazing, amazing person. He's written several books. One of them is called Supernatural Potential. I think it was Supernatural. Oh no, Becoming Supernatural. So I've ordered that book. I can't wait to read it. And I've watched several YouTubes. Esther Hicks is another one. There's many, many people out there that really get this idea of manifesting what you want in your future or praying about it, because many people believe in the power of prayer as well. So I'll give you just a little small example. I can't even believe I'm really talking to you about this, but I just felt compelled. Why am I keeping this information, something that I really believe in? Why am I keeping this to myself? And that's why I was inspired to bring this message to you tonight. You see yourself in a home, you pray, you meditate on it, and all of a sudden things happen in your life to make that happen. And it's sometimes I actually feel, and the person that I'm dealing with, or the couple, actually do feel it's a miracle. Because before we got together, they didn't think it was possible. And then all of a sudden, it is possible. Maybe there were things that were in their place that circumstances they thought couldn't be erased, like a down payment. For instance, some people save all kinds of money and they can get into a house no problem, but they keep saving and saving and saving and never get into a house. And then other people struggle to come up with even 5% down. So they think, there is no way I'm going to be able to ever get a house. So what happens? They believe that they're going to get a house. I help them believe that they're going to get a house. And then we talk about the ways that that can happen. It can happen through, all of a sudden, they talk to their parents, for instance, and they said, I really would like to get into a house. And they said, would you help me? Many parents have helped their kids get into homes with offering to gift the down payment. And gifted funds are perfectly acceptable to the lenders. So that's one way. Another way may be all of a sudden, I've had this happen many times too. Somebody dies and they actually never expected that person to die, and they get an inheritance. So that enables them to have the down payment. Or they borrow the money somehow and they put it in their bank account. Or, you know, a friend, I've seen this situation where a friend has the money, but the other friend has the income. You put them together and two people decide to cohabit. They pull their resources together. But before they spoke to me, they had no idea how they were going to create a down payment. There are also programs now for down payment. So another way you can do this is there's a free down payment program that many counties offer, and you can get that down payment. And so if you hadn't got initially an idea or a spark or someone that said you can be a homeowner, you would continue to rent. And we know that owning a home is the fastest and best way of creating wealth, and not waiting, you know, for 10 years down the road while the prices get farther and farther away from you that you can't afford the house. You know, the time to, once you decide you want a home, you speak to our team and we'll make it happen, because we're believers and we believe in you. So anyway, have a good evening. Enjoyed speaking to the camera tonight. Something I'm very, very, very passionate about. I love the excitement and feel of someone fulfilling their dream of home ownership. So have a great night. Bye for now.